little light of mine. I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine.
Good morning, Flosstube. It's been a week since I've recorded. It is now the 1st of May 2020. Of course, I hoped to be able to do this series daily, but as we know, this time of history and of our lives, we just cannot predict anything. So I had to leave the videoing and recording, but that doesn't mean I haven't been stitching, and as you can see, I have got a bit done. I can't remember exactly what I've got done since I last recorded, but I do know that I've worked on making this look like stained glass. I've been working on trying to get around the sunflower at least one thread a day of 310. I try to put around the sunflower, but as you can see, I've also been coming around as I've brought it around the inside of the frame. I've ducked down and I've finished a few things here. Come around here and here, and I've taken this down to this point here. I have only got around the frame to about here, but then I've also been breaking that up with a little bit of actual full crosses down here on the lower half of this piece. So that's my progress on this one. Of course, you would have seen the picture that I can hopefully put in of where I was last Friday, but as of recording, I haven't looked at that, so I'm not exactly sure where I was. But I do know that there was a certain progress picture that I wanted to take on Tuesday. That Tuesday morning, I was very, very quickly trying to finish off this leaf here and in here. I did want to get up in here, but that just didn't happen. So other than that, I have been working on my secret piece. I think I have 3 rows finished on that page that I'm working on. I'm not sure exactly how many stitches that is. I gave up counting them at the end because there was just great big blocks of 310 and 3371. I think, don't quote me on that one, but it's very dark brown. And there was just hundreds of stitches of either 3371 or 310. So I haven't counted them up yet. I haven't put them into Pattern Keeper yet. I'm only able to do that at night, which may sound strange, but that's just how it goes around here. I use a paper pattern during the day, and then I'm able sometimes to catch up on Pattern Keeper to where I was on the paper, because the Android tablet is not actually mine. Other than that, when I did look at my progress on Tuesday, what I got done in the last 2 weeks, I thought I'd been stitching just about every day, not completely every day, but I thought I had got a lot of stitching in, but it didn't look like enough for 2 weeks. But over the weekend, I didn't do much stitching at all, and most of what I did get done was on this autumn stained glass, because I decided I am doing mania this year. I swore that I wasn't, mainly because I didn't have the fabric stash. And then when I went ahead and bought 3 meters of fabric, a meter each of white linen, all 32 count, white linen, black linen, and natural Belfast, I decided, what the heck. So this is my first step into mania. When I've thought about doing it before, I would have loved to do big pieces, and looking forwards, if I do it next year, I will do it if I can save up and buy and kit up a lot of bigger pieces, because this year I've decided, because the world is crazy, that I would sit down and kit up, or almost kit up the fabric at least, the freebies that have been put out to mark this time in history, and a few others that have been put out that aren't exactly just for this time in history. They're either spring pieces or just other little pieces, but mainly the ones that really catch my eye, that I love, of the ones that are to mark this time in history, telling us to stay home. So I've kitted up a whole lot of them. Well, I've cut my fabric. I've cut the white fabric and the black fabric at the moment, and including into that bunch the second piece of the Songbird series by Cotton Garden Samplings. I have 24 now ready to go. And I also have the pieces on natural linen that I still have to cut that fabric, and I'm not exactly sure how many are on there. But basically I'm ready to go. I'm going to use the threads I have. I have a full set of CXC threads, so I'll be able to at least start everything. I may have to order more threads as I go, because I know that with a whole month of starts, that's going to use more than one skein of some of these colors. I do have the DMCs that I do have. I don't have a full set of them, but I do have DMCs to pull from. Sorry, my washing machine's starting up and I'm leaning on it. So that's my idea going forward for this mania, which is starting today, of course, and I've just cut the fabric for the first one. So that is my my start on that, just a swath of black linen, 32 count. So I will come back later with my start from that one for today. I don't know how I'll work it going forward. I would like to get some starts and some finishes of these in May, because they are mostly smaller pieces. There are some bigger pieces. This one here, I think this fabric is 10 by 10. This one I will put a picture in, is Just Breathe by Fiddlesticks AU. And there are some bigger pieces that I've cut, like 14 by 14 pieces, 14 by 10, 14 by 12, all over the shop, that I had to cut out. So yeah, there are some bigger pieces that I will start, but there are some smaller pieces, and this piece shouldn't take that long to do. if I do find some extra hours to put into it over the month. So I'm not sure how much work I will get on autumn stained glass this month. The plan was to finish it this month, but now that I've decided to join Mania, I may have to finish it off over winter, which is okay because I don't actually have a winter themed piece at the moment. So I may finish autumn stained glass during winter and then start a winter theme piece towards the end of winter, which is what I've ended up doing with a lot of my seasonal pieces, is I've ended up getting started in the last month or even the last day. I'm pretty sure that this autumn stained glass I finished on the last day of autumn last year. So it was the last day of May, whether that's totally blanking now, whether that's the 30th or the 31st, but it was the last day of autumn last year. So I will be back later with my start on Just Breathe by Fiddlesticks AU. Good evening, Flosstube. You can see where I've got to with my progress on Just Breathe by Fiddlesticks AU today on May 1st. And I'm actually stitching along with this for Stitchopoly on Semi-Sane Stitches group. So when I wake up I will do a little bit more. I'm stitching now on my second roll for 160 stitches, and the first of that was just this flower stem here. So I'll finish that off and then I will go on to my second start, which I haven't chosen yet. I think I'll choose something on white fabric or natural fabric, but probably white because that's what I have cut. Just because the black is doing my head in. I got used to stitching on the black Ada for my hot chocolate whip, but black linen is so much different. I'm learning. It's just that much more difficult to stitch on. I do have my clip-on light that I usually clip onto my Q-snap laying on my lap underneath the linen, which makes it a lot easier from that direction. But I find I have to move it away from the light when I'm taking the needle back down through the fabric. I'm so tired. It's just about midnight here. So I will go now and I will see you tomorrow. I hope you are well. I hope you are staying safe. Happy stitching.